The psychology of the silent builder. Why moving in silence is your greatest advantage. There is a strange instinct that lives inside most people. The moment they begin something meaningful, they feel the urge to announce it. A new goal, a new habit, a new direction in life. They speak about it, post about it, share it, as if success only becomes real when others witness it. But what if that instinct is precisely what holds them back? What if the need to be seen is the very thing that prevents becoming? Because the truth is this: the loudest builders are often the least effective, and the most powerful transformations happen in silence. Why do people feel compelled to broadcast their intentions? It is not confidence. It is not clarity. It is something far more subtle and far more dangerous. It is the desire for premature validation. When you tell someone about your goal, something unusual happens in the brain. You receive approval, encouragement, recognition, and your mind interprets this as progress. Even though nothing has been built yet, this is the illusion. You feel accomplished without having done the work. And once the feeling of accomplishment is experienced, the urgency to act begins to fade. There is a concept in psychology known as social reality. It describes how our perception of truth is shaped, not just by what we do, but by what others acknowledge. When you declare an intention publicly, your identity begins to shift, not because of action, but because of recognition. You say, "I'm writing a book," and when others respond, "That's amazing," your brain registers it as partial completion. The identity feels earned, even if the work has not begun. Research has shown that publicly stating goals can reduce the likelihood of achieving them, because the brain mistakes talking for doing. It rewards you too early, and once the reward is received, the drive weakens, the discipline softens, the urgency dissolves. Now imagine a different kind of person, someone who does not announce, does not explain, does not seek approval. They simply begin, quietly, consistently, without spectacle, without validation, without noise. This is the silent builder. And psychologically, they operate under a completely different system. They do not rely on external acknowledgement. They rely on internal standards. They are not driven by applause. They are driven by alignment. And because of this, their progress is not interrupted by the fragile opinions of others. The Stoics understood this principle long before modern psychology gave it a name. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, wrote privately in his journal, "Do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others, when you are not thinking in reference to some object of common utility." He was reminding himself of something profound. Your life is not meant to be performed. It is meant to be lived quietly, intentionally, without the need for spectators. Epictetus, once a slave-turned-philosopher, expressed a similar idea. If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In other words, let go of the need to appear impressive, because the moment you prioritize appearance, you abandon substance. The Stoics did not chase recognition. They pursued mastery of self, and mastery does not require an audience. There is a hidden cost to visibility. When you expose your goals too soon, you invite interference, doubt, opinions, expectations. Some people will question you. Others will project their own limitations onto you. And even well-meaning encouragement can become pressure. Now your goal is no longer just yours. It becomes entangled in how others perceive it. This creates psychological noise, and noise disrupts focus. The silent builder avoids this entirely. They protect their vision, not out of fear, but out of understanding.